you ever talk to anybody about, because you had said in your piece that you had those feelings of when that song was playing and different times you had feelings that that your daughter blamed you, and there's a lot there. And I was just wondering if you had talked to somebody about that, or if you still feel that way, or if, I mean, does it come and go?
Well, so early on, like I said earlier, that there was I knew it was an accident.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't my fault. And yet, you play through. I mean, to the point where when we were driving out there, right? So it was an accident on the Yakima River. We lived in Olympia at the time. We were driving just barely on I-5. Both girls, Jasmine and her friend, were in the car with Paul. Then he and I were actually separated and were getting a divorce at that time, and we were trying to be family. So there's lots of stuff around that where, and we were actually getting a divorce because I had fallen in love with somebody else. And I thought I was being punished so there's that. I felt I was being punished for that. And in that way, my fault. Also, as we were driving, we were still like just barely on I-5. And this car comes up, it comes speeding up behind me, and then comes over and is like trying to push me off the road. And it was like terrifying. I called 911 while I was in the car. I was so glad the girls weren't in the car with me. And I'm just like, holy shit. And I thought, when I got past it, I thought, this is not good. We should go home. And I didn't listen, and we kept going, and she died. So I also felt like that was my fault for not paying attention.
But you don't now, do you?
But here's the thing is, other than those, like what I see as irrational thought, or what, not genuine to blame,
Right.
it came out of the fucking blue on her birthday this year. I
Yeah.
was, I can't even.
We don't have to talk about any more about that.
And maybe we should talk about that at some point in time more.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
should. There's just
let's.
so we might have to do a part 2 on this because there's
Yeah. Just kind of going away from the anniversaries theme, but that
Yeah.
sense of that survivor guilt. I mean, it's a real thing,
Yeah.
whether it's real or not. I mean, because frankly, there are people where it is real, right? Like Andrew, my husband, talks about how he witnessed, a kid in the neighborhood getting killed by a person driving through, right? And the
Yeah.
effect it had on on the driver, right? It really genuinely is that person's like,
Right.
and they're not, because horrible accidents happen. Kid runs out of the blue, and
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So there's
I
all this
do.
stuff that happens. So yeah, let's put that on the list, because I know other. I mean, that's just so universal. Let's talk about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's a good idea. I was just, yeah. Sorry. I didn't wanna did
oh,
I make you sad?
oh
Okay.
God, I mean, this is all sad
I mean,
shit.
I
Right?
know, I know. I'm sensitive because I know what everything's like.
It's a biggie. It's a biggie. And you asked if I'd been and talked about it in therapy, because it wasn't something I talked about, those like early things, at
Yeah.
therapy. But I had put that to bed quite some time ago.
Good.
So when it came up,
Yeah.
it was like it was like from outside me that I took it that way, and like that, don't let me drown. And
Yeah.
then the oven literally screaming at me. Uh, and the
Yeah.
lights flashing and this refrain, don't let me drown, don't let, all happening. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's so much. Oh,
So no, I have not dealt with that in therapy yet. I honestly don't know what to do with it. I probably should go to therapy for that. It's probably a good new topic to figure
yeah.
out what the hell is going on there.